Once upon a time, 17 ladies with an addiction traveled to the Netherlands for a weekend. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Given the reputation of this tiny country by the North Sea, you would expect a weekend filled with sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And so it happened. Needles in Paradise 2018. Cheating fish husbands, floss fumes, and loads of stitching and enabling. Good morning! It is finally our stitching retreat weekend. It is Friday morning, 11:30 a.m. I am in my car. I am packed and ready to go. You guys, I am so ridiculously excited. I cannot sit still. I hope to shoot little bits and pieces of video throughout the weekend and take lots of pictures to share with you. I obviously don't know how it's gonna go because this is my first retreat, but what I do know is that we are going to be a fabulous group of people and that we are gonna have an amazing time. So, Needles in Paradise, here I come. It's official. I am checked into retreat. I've just opened the door of our room and let's have a look. Oh, this is gonna be fun. My roommate Deborah is gonna arrive from Belgium at the end of the afternoon. And I am already here. Little balcony overlooking the outside. And these are our beds. I expect we will be here just for sleeping. But this guy, you guys, this looks good. Stitching room. Just a quick overview. Almost everybody's here now, except for Deborah. Whips are here, lights are here, stash is here. There is a finish table, which I hope to do a little zoom in of later. Let's have a look at our luscious, delicious finish table.
I also keep my stitching.
We have Hades here, Chatelaines, Ingeborg's husband, X2 Fabrics, Dimensions Kits, more Chatelaines. We have Orietta's masterpiece. We have Emma's amazing chatelaine. Deborah's wonderful octopus, a fabric she painted by hand herself. We have lavender and lace.
No, I don't have no. But
we have Mirabilia.
Put in like every
we have Ingeborg's Save the Stitches, which is awe-inspiring when you see it live.
And then I can calculate the percent.
Band samplers.
And then I count the days since I started.
Spanish diamonds.
You can also
ink circles.
Count them. Yeah. And then
Satsuma Street. A wonderful Dimensions wreath, which is definitely on my wish list. My tapestry by request of Ingeborg. And this masterpiece is stitched by Deborah, sorry. Believe it or not, she did this giant in just 6 months. I was saying to the girls this afternoon, it's better that nobody else in the hotel realizes the amount of capital that is in here. The amount of money and time spent on these beautiful, beautiful products. Hello. Hi, Laura. Do you want to add some commentary to that?
No, I'm fine.
It's late in the evening.
I'm sure that you said everything that's important.
I'm going to enjoy this some more. Ciao. A very good morning. We have just arrived at the shop, and the amount of drool going down on the floor here is immense. We have the ambition to leave the store this afternoon with this wall empty. Let's see if we can manage. And now for some... You can betcha I am going to use that video fragment in many videos to come. Okay, let's do haul. I'm not kidding. I have an entire 4-person dinner table filled with stuff lying in front of me. And I'm trying to catch the last hour of daylight to film it all. So let's get going. When we entered the retreat stitching room, we were greeted by this amazing bag. Isn't that fun? And that bag was filled to the brim with goodies, which I'm going to show you in a minute. First, a new start. This is a pattern by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. I dare you to pronounce that name, Flosstube. Joke Trebbe de Nijs, who is the owner of our wonderful LNS and dyer of the precious Paradijsgaren. This is a pattern called the acorn, which translates to squirrel in English. And this was the start that I specifically saved for retreat. I think I got about 5,000 times the question, "Ah, it's not blue! It's not blue! Mieke, what is happening to you?" And yes, it's not blue, but it's gorgeous. And I made a start on the center. Here we go. That's a lot of stitching for a stitching retreat, isn't it? This is stitched in Paradijsgaren silks, which is a first for me, because up until now I had stitched with their cottons. And this lovely needle minder was part of the goodie bag. I'm super happy with the start. Super happy. Then let's move to the goodie bag. There was a scissor fob. Ain't that pretty? There was an oort jar in traditional Dutch colors. And as you see, I make quite good use of it. There was Emma Stitchem, who made us all stitched name tags. Emma, you are awesome. Then there was Orietta, who had her husband make lovely little bookmarks for us. Then there was a table filled with stitchy goodness to give away. And when my eye caught this Pole Stitches fabric, Addiction 32 count Belfast linen, I immediately knew that baby had to come home with me. And then my beautiful, amazing roomie, Deborah, had brought some patterns. And before she put this on the table, she came over to me and she said, Mika, would you like to stitch the blue roses? And of course, I said, yes. Then, when we went into the shop, Joke had made this wonderful little Quaker freebie for us. Klein Paradijs, little paradise. And the F in the middle stands for friendship. Isn't that sweet? Gorgeous threads, pattern, fabric. There were different color schemes and I obviously picked the blue-green one. Watch Stitch Emma closely because she is finishing this baby as we speak. And that might make it the third retreat finish that we had this weekend. Deborah finished a piece, Dunja finished a piece, and Emma is going to turn this baby into a finish, I think, tonight. Isn't that awesome? I also got some patterns, of course. You may have seen on my Instagram that I made a picture of Orietta with a beautiful peacock pattern. Of course, I had to shout out Letitia, and then I bought the pattern for her. Don't let this image fool you. This is a computer-generated image. It's ridiculously beautiful. Letitia, I have received your mailing address. Thank you, darling. And I am going to make sure this baby gets on the way to you this week. And then I could not resist and bought some patterns for myself. Now, I have to blame my Stitchy Retreat friends for this. You guys, I have spent more money last Saturday in this shop than I have done in the previous year when I have visited it numerous times. But it was so much fun and we just kept enabling each other. It was, oh man, it was just one big adrenaline rush. Or as Dunja called it, we were high on floss fumes. The first pattern that I bought for myself is a Sampler Cove piece. Sampler 101. Will you look at that? I cannot wait to stitch this. I had never seen it before. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. The next one is an Erin art piece. This is a triptych and I bought the first two panels. Iris A and Iris B. Isn't that wonderful? These are charted for Madeira threads, but they also come with a DMC conversion. Super happy with those. Those were the patterns, and then there was some fabric stashing. Boom. Neutrals, light blue, dark blue. Gorgeous packages that she had lying on the counter. And my specific goal for the weekend was to buy a few fabrics to go with some of the Paradijsgaren that I have kitted up in the last year. And I managed to find 3 gorgeous fabrics for colors that I have. Now I am hoping, crossing my fingers, that these will show up. This is Paradijsgaren Zaans Huisje on a beautiful light blue piece of Jobbelen. It's a bit more blue in real life, but I think you get the gist. Then we have a much darker piece. This is Paradijsgaren Koningsblauw on, yeah, that's better, on a beautiful purple piece of Jobbelen. And la pièce de résistance is this gorgeous piece of green gray linen. This thread is a limited edition die that Joke gifted us at our stitch meetup last summer. And I already know what I'm gonna do with this fabric and these threads. I am going to stitch Ink Circle's Woodland Vines with this. At least, you know how things go. That's my plan at the moment. That pattern has been on my wish list for quite a while, and Dunya had that pattern and that whip with her at the retreat, and it looks absolutely amazing. Those were my purchases. Now you tell me if I have been a good girl or not. Hey my lovely friends, I hope you enjoyed that. It is Sunday evening, 9 p.m. Please excuse the bad evening light. But yeah, it's 9 p.m. It's pitch dark outside. And I am sitting here in my living room. I'm back home from retreat. And my head is overflowing with thoughts and feelings. And oh man, we have had a fantastic weekend. And as I am going through the little clips of video and the pictures, I can hardly believe that we actually experienced this. I am so thankful that we got to do this. And Ingeborg, I want to give a massive shout out and thank you, and say thank you to you. It feels very weird doing that on camera, having just, you know, said this to you in person a few hours ago when we said goodbye. But I want to thank you also here on Flosstube for having taken the initiative and all the amount of time and effort and energy that you took for organizing this retreat. It was a stitcher's dream come true. We have really been in paradise, and I've made a bunch of new friends over the course of this weekend. That's what it feels like. It's been amazing, you guys. It's been so much fun. Everything that people have said about retreats is true. You instantly click with people. People that you've seen on Flosstube are, you know, are as they are in real life. Oh man, I am simultaneously exhausted right now, because both nights we were stitching until 2 a.m. Yes, we did. And at the same time, I am so pumped up and so hyped and searching for words and feeling like I can stay up all night and, you know, stitch and drool over the gorgeous things that we bought. We will see how I feel in an hour or two when this video is hopefully finally uploading to YouTube. It was amazing. I want to give a big shout out to all the ladies who spent this weekend with me. Hi lovely ladies, hi girls, hi friends. It's been amazing to get to know you. It's been amazing to spend time with you. I still, you know, get a huge smile on my face when I think about all the fun moments that we had, the puns that we made, the fun jokes that we had. Thank you for sharing that with me, and thank you for being awesome. The absolute highlight of the weekend was, of course, visiting Borduurparadijs. You should have seen you should have seen the look on those faces when we entered the shop, and people were like, it was like eyeballs were falling out of heads. The little video clip that you just saw, that I shot on Saturday when I was filming, you know, people drooling over the wall of threads. Nobody was aware that I was filming. Nobody was aware that I was talking. They were all like, it was amazing. Jan and Joke, the owners of the shop, they had such a great time with us, and, you know, we with them. And it was amazing. I think I've said that 10 to 12 times now. But that's okay. This video started with a ridiculous excited me, and now it ends with a ridiculous excited and completely hyped up me. So, you know, the circle is full. I'm gonna get my laundry on. I'm gonna, yeah, that's what I should do. Because tomorrow is Monday, and unfortunately we need to go back to work. But I just want to say again, massive thank you to all of you It's been a wonderful weekend. I am so glad that I could experience this with you guys. And yeah, we are definitely gonna get a Needles in Paradise sequel. Have sweet dreams, and we will talk again very soon. Ciao, my friends.